Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Tuesday morning, a slightly breezy morning, which has kept temperatures up overnight. Many of us are still in the 40s. A few spots, especially out west, are in the 30s. We do have a little bit of increase in clouds from the west this morning. I wouldn't say it's going to be any worse than partly cloudy, though. So we're going to call it partly to mostly sunny for today. Breezy or windy conditions out there. I'll back this up a little bit. Look at the winds, say around the noon hour or so, out of the south-southwest. They're going to be gusting up around 35 miles per hour. Some of your strongest winds over northeast Nebraska. We do have a surface trough that's going to be approaching from the northwest, and that's going to start to switch our winds, and winds will die down behind that as well. So lighter winds overnight tonight as winds become northerly. That trough should be right here in the southeast by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow those winds will start light out of the north. They will stay light all day long, so not going to have to deal with all that wind on your Wednesday. They'll turn southerly late in the day. A mainly sunny sky. Looks like a very nice day for Wednesday. Wednesday night, an increase in clouds, but also an increase in winds, which will keep temperatures elevated overnight into Thursday morning, all ahead of a cold front. That cold front will be on the doorstep of the state of Nebraska by Thursday morning. If you look at the Black Hills, the northerly winds right here, that's going to be coming through, sweeping through during the day on Thursday, and that's going to bring stronger winds and also a drop in temperatures at the end of the week. Highs for today, topping out in the mid to upper 60s and lower 70s, perhaps some mid 70s out there. Record-wise, in the Tri-Cities area, Kearney, Hastings will fall well short of records. They're a little bit warmer. But Grand Island, the record is 71 today. I certainly think that is a possibility to tie or break. That goes back to 1990. And so that's a 33-year-old record. So there's certainly a possibility of tying or breaking a record in Grand Island today. Tonight's temperature is a little colder tonight than it is this morning, down into the 30s. Some upper 20s out there, many of us dropping to near or below freezing. And then highs for tomorrow, mid to upper 60s and lower 70s, maybe some mid 70s. And with the lighter winds, it's going to be the nicest day this week. Tomorrow night, a milder night thanks to those winds increasing out of the south ahead of the cold front. We'll see southerly winds help keep temperatures in the 40s. So kind of like this morning, 30s out west ahead of that cold front. That cold front's going to sweep through during the day. Highs in the 50s in the northwest and still into the 60s for most of us, but some are going to see dropping temperatures, especially right in here. As we get into the afternoon, temperatures will start to drop off behind that front. And the winds are going to crank up, especially Thursday night. The winds are going to crank up well behind that front. So windy today, calm winds or light winds tomorrow, and then becoming windy again Thursday, but more so Thursday night. The winds are really going to crank up. It is still going to drop off, though, temperature-wise, Thursday night and Friday morning down into the upper 20s. We'll see a high in the upper 50s tomorrow. Still a little breezy, on Friday. Still a little breezy on Friday, but highs in the upper 50s, which is still a little bit above average. And we'll enjoy plenty of sunshine. Back near or a little bit below freezing Friday night. Saturday looks pretty good. A nice little bump in temperatures into the low and mid 60s with lots of sunshine. Hopefully the Husker game, it's nice and mild up there for the night game in Wisconsin as well, up in Madison, Wisconsin. Then we'll see temperatures start to trend cooler as we get towards Sunday and Monday. As rain chances return, temperatures will start to come down. Still a little up in the air with the rain chances right now. We'll talk a little bit more about those here in just a little bit. But it does look like we will be trending a little chillier as we get towards Thanksgiving week, including Thanksgiving itself, although there still is there are a lot of question marks to these temperatures and how cold or not cold it's going to be. This right here is going to be pretty close to average, 50 degrees for Thanksgiving, if we only drop that much here. But there are some signs of even colder air possibly coming during that time frame. It's just forecast models are struggling long range with how cold it's going to get. Now, the Climate Prediction Center is going with the colder solution, looking at next Tuesday through Sunday. So this is taking us all the way through the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. They are going with below average temperatures with even worse conditions to our northwest that could be headed our direction. So the warm air pushing away from us, and they're also going above average precipitation wise. That's still a little up in the air as well. So let's talk about a couple of things. Let's first look at some long-range models. And here's the European forecast model. Not much for moisture these next few days. Here comes the cold front Thursday. That may bring some light rain or sprinkles. Not much, though. And then quiet Friday and Saturday with a lot of sunshine. And then here comes that rain chance. The European model is much more aggressive with the rain Sunday through Monday. Mostly keeps any wintry weather out to our west, and then clears it on out of here. Quieter weather Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's taking us up through Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. So this would be great news. No travel issues up till Thanksgiving at least here. The GFS model, let's see how that's looking different here. Here's that cold front Thursday. The chance of rain, like I said, pretty slim, maybe sprinkles. Quiet weather Friday, Saturday, a few more clouds, and then here comes the rain on Sunday. The GFS is really backed off, but it doesn't have much of a chance of rain Sunday and into Monday, but still has some rain around. But just notice not as aggressive as the European. It keeps the system much farther to the south, basically, which will keep the majority of the rain to our south. But it also keeps us away from snow. And after that, Tuesday and Wednesday look fairly quiet and no moisture leading up to Thanksgiving, which would be great news. That's why I'm a little iffy on the Climate Prediction Center's outlook for this right here. I just don't see that happening unless it's maybe towards the days following Thanksgiving, perhaps. Let's look at some of the long-range temperature trends. I believe this is the European model. And again, notice there's the cooler air at the end of the week, Thursday to Friday. Not too bad, though. It actually warms up a little bit on Saturday right there. And then we'll trend a little cooler as we get towards Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but not cold. And then leading up to Thanksgiving, we'll see. there's noon Thanksgiving. We could actually start off warm and maybe see a shot of cold air towards Thanksgiving night and into that following weekend too. So maybe the colder air is really going to hold off until the days after Thanksgiving. Not great for Husker fans going to the Iowa-Nebraska game if it really starts to trend colder at that time frame. So that was that forecast model. That's the European model. So I'm going in now and I'm going to switch over to the GFS forecast model, and we'll kind of look at the differences between the two here. So here's the GFS model. Again, mild these next several days to come. Tomorrow right there is the best day, and then Thursday into Friday starting to cool down a little bit, but not bad. Saturday warming up actually a little bit, and then slowly trending downward Sunday and Monday, but not too bad. Then what happens after that, we'll see. This model, the GFS, is going much colder for Wednesday into Thanksgiving, although it tries to warm us back up at the end of the next week. But you notice there are big differences between the two forecast models when it comes to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week, which is why there's really no good set in stone type forecast quite yet when it comes to that time frame. So kind of like yesterday, I talked about it yesterday if you were watching. Today, the forecast is still very much up in the air in the beyond 6-day outlook basically here. So we'll look at the next 7 days. Like I said, it's a little up in the air for that Sunday into Monday time frame, but it really gets up in the air beyond that as we get further into next week. So there you go. There's your forecast for today. I want to thank you all for watching on this Tuesday morning. I will see you all again on Wednesday with all of the latest. Take care and God bless. Bye.